in some taxes and things like that. But I don't think it will work, Sanjay bhai, frankly.
And sir, since architects are here and developer himself is here, my question is this, that who wins at the time of, when you tell the developer that you should have some sustainable development, and maybe the cost may be a little bit increased, but how difficult it is to, convince the developers that, you should use some very quality or environmental friendly materials.
Sir, again,
maybe it's very professional questions I'm asking you, but this is how the developers or builders community are, whether they are open for such type of ideas where they want to go in for environmental friendly, or now GRH certifications have come, LEED certifications have come. The next generation going to ask you we want eco-friendly homes or energy saving offices. So how difficult, or whether it is easy for you to make developers understand your concepts?
See, my experience says that I'm working in a very price sensitive areas like Eastern India, where our product, the constructed area is being sold, large scale townships, self-sufficient townships are being sold in the range of about 3,000 rupees a square feet.
Okay.
And there the developers, we get, like one of the developers says, like he wants to go with the LEED. So then we get gold pre-certification for this kind of work at this price range. And then, there is another hotel project for ITC Fortune brand we are doing in West Bengal. And in fact, the ITC people, even though they are green building sensitive, they are all hotels are green building. Still, for Fortune Park, they were saying that it will increase your cost, but the developer insisted that, no, I want to make it, green building compliant. So I would say that there is a lot of aspiration, there is a lot of awareness, and there is motivation. And I think that is where the future is. We all have to think beyond our immediate short-term goals and look at a larger benefit for all of us. And that will give us credibility to our industry, because today real estate industry requires that credibility. I'm very sorry to say, but like some of the topmost politicians of the country have recently given statements which puts us in a question mark state, that whether real estate has got that status, whether developers are being looked at as industry leaders and providers of, taxes and job employment and things like that. So I think if we have this kind of approach and have this kind of enlightenment within everybody, then we can do a better job and we all will benefit out of it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest today, Sri Sanjay Sethi, has already arrived. May I request him to please come on the dais, sir? Sri Sanjay Sethi, who is the Additional Commissioner, MMRDA, very learned person. He was in various posts in Nagpur, he was in Thane Commissioner, he was MSRDC, and he is now holding the... Give him a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, I request Sri Murari Chaturvedi ji to welcome him with the flower. Yeah, Isha, please do that. Sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, may I brief you what exactly our panelists have spoken today, right now. We have architect Prashant Sutaria ji, architect Vivek Bole, architect Zeza Gabul, and we also have heard very learned views of Sri Ashok Monani ji, who is the chairman, managing director of Ekta Group. We all have spoken various aspects of construction material, innovation in construction material, innovation in infrastructure development, so that we arrest the cost of construction, we arrest the time of construction, so that the end user benefits. End user is waiting for some of the, you can say, reform in construction building materials or conventional way of doing business. We want to hear you, sir, from you that infrastructure development need of the hour, because we construct homes, sometimes we construct colonies, and there are so many development going on, and we know that MMRDA have been working fantastically and fabulously, having some standards in their projects, various projects. Sir, we want to hear you on the subjects. Mr. Sanjay Sethi, Additional Commissioner, MMRDA. Sir.
Shri Ashok Mohanani, Architect Vivek Bhole, Architect Reza Kabul, am I pronounced it right? Prashant Sutaria, all the dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. I was told that I should talk about the opportunities in infrastructure in MMR region. I think the audience group here is probably focused a little more on what kind of construction innovations we can deal with. I'll probably just spend about 5 minutes on telling you how we are looking at this whole area in terms of growth centers, in terms of how Mumbai population can probably, I mean, when we keep using the word decentralize, we want to decongest Mumbai. There are lots of layers to this whole argument. Mumbai metropolitan region is a huge region, and we deal with, I mean, if we are looking at 2031, we are looking at about 3 crores of population. More when we are talking about a lot of municipal corporations which are million plus cities, which include Kalyan, Thane, Navi Mumbai, probably Mira Bhayandar now in the next this thing. And even areas that we now identify as the potential growth centers, which are 4 or 5. One is the area around Panvel, which definitely, with all the infrastructure development, the potential plans in that area, means that that is one area which probably comes up as a growth center. And when we use the word growth center, the